It is our 8th day on our Trans-Siberian Railway journey, and today we're in Ulan-Ude, and it's our last day here. So we just checked out of our hotel and we're going on a little walk.
We have 2 hours until our train leaves, so that means we had 2 hours of internet left for the next 3 days, but we decided to pull ourselves away from that. 50% because we needed to go out and walk before we sit on a train for the next few days, 40% because we need more content for this video than just sitting on a train, and 10% because we wanted one final meal before we're eating instant meals for the next 3 days.
Even though I do really like instant meals, but the meal percentage could probably be a little higher.
Yeah, the percentages could be off,
yeah.
But those are the 3 big reasons that we pulled ourselves away from the internet.
Running around town looking for the pancakes and couldn't find them anywhere. So we started to panic. We have to be back at our hotel in like 30 minutes. And we didn't know what to do. So I looked up this place on TripAdvisor. Thought we would get a nice juicy burger because we're basically vegetarians once we start our instant meal diet on the train. And this sounded really, really good. I also read a bunch of reviews about a famous drink. I wasn't sure which one it was, so I was pointing to different things on the menu, trying to ask the lady who didn't speak English which one was like their specialty. I accidentally ordered this one. I don't know if it's the right one, but it's like mineral water with ginger and honey and lemon and just lots of little floaty things that taste really good. So, not super Russian, but pretty excited about this meal. And we have to hurry.
I cannot recommend that place highly enough. I hate recommending a burger place because I'm usually all about eating the authentic food, but if you ever find yourself on your own Trans-Siberian journey and you're in Ulan-Ude, go to this place to get a delicious burger. Now I've got to run back to our hotel and grab our bags and get on the train.
We have a problem. This is not good at all. We just walked to the train station. We can't figure out which train is ours. Nobody speaks English. We're trying to ask people. We don't know where to go. I'm standing here with our stuff while Nate's running around trying to find somebody to figure out where to go. Our train leaves in 8 minutes. Ooh, I don't know what we're gonna do if we miss our train. I'm freaking out. Hurry, Nate. Oh my gosh.
So I had this transition planned out where I was gonna like have the cup when we got back to the hotel and then pull it back, and we were getting our bags.
And then leisurely walk to the train station.
And then we were like, we should probably not film and get to the train because we're starting to cut it pretty close. And then we got here, and we were here like 15 minutes early.
Yeah.
Enough time, but we couldn't find the train.
And it's like you have to go up this bridge thing to go across to get to the trains that aren't the first train. You don't just walk to the next train, and it takes all this time. And we didn't know which track was ours, and so we couldn't just be dragging our bags up and down, or we would definitely miss it.
We were like trapped on this bridge. So I left Kara there with all of our stuff, and I was like, I'm gonna run around and find the train. I am like running. There's no like big LED board like there has been in all these other stations. I run down to, there's one train in the tracks, and I show the lady our tickets, and she's like, no. And I'm like, we've gone to the wrong station. There must be more than one station here.
That's what I was thinking.
So I run down to the information desk. There's a guy standing in front of me. He's taking forever. At this point, we literally have like 7 minutes until the train leaves. And that was the first time where I was like...
And these trains are prompt.
Yes.
They've left on the minute every single time.
Are we moving right now, or is the train beside us moving? Oh, that's us. Left on the minute. We did.
Seriously almost missed this.
So while I was standing at the information desk waiting on this guy to finish whatever he was talking about, I was like, there is, I don't know, probably better than a 50% chance that we miss this train right now. And I was already thinking about booking flights to Vladivostok. And just how sad I was going to be that we weren't going to get to experience the last 64 hours of the Trans-Siberian.
We would have been walking back to our cute little hotel. They would have been so confused. We have all those snacks that we just
We would have had 3 days of instant meals to eat.
I'm just so happy to be in here right now.
And we wouldn't have been able to say that we did the Trans-Siberian because we didn't do the whole thing.
Oh, I'm like sweating. It was so hot out there and our bags are so heavy and we're going up and down all these steps. Okay, now I'm just complaining. We're here. We're going
I'm so
to
grateful
Vladivostok.
to be on this train.
The lady checking us in was so nice.
She was. I think she speaks a little English.
Yeah, so every day or every time we get on a train, your cabin attendant stands at the door and checks everybody in. She has to look at your passport and your ticket and she tells you where to go. And she spoke a little English and I was so happy that we were at the right place. I just wanted to hug her.
I wonder how she would have reacted to that if you would have dropped everything and hugged her. Thank you. For you.
Thank you. Tell me please about your dinner free or breakfast free. Sorry.
Thank you.
Spasibo!
Well, she's the best.
So before we started this whole train trip, Nate read that you really want your cabin attendant to like you because they like control everything in this cabin. So you just want to be friends. We figured that would be hard considering we're the Americans that don't speak Russian or any other language. So we thought we would give our cabin attendant some chocolate when we first got on the train a few days ago. Turns out that was our nighttime attendant. So we really only saw her like 2 or 3 times. She was very nice those 2 or 3 times we saw her, but it was just kind of a waste because our daytime attendant did not get chocolate from us and she was kind of scary. So for this train trip, we got 2 bars of chocolate. We already gave one to our super sweet lady, which I think she would have been nice either way. And we're saving this one for the nighttime attendant, so hopefully we have 2 best friends by the end of this trip.
So now for the tour. And this tour is not going to be anything like I thought it was going to be because if I'm being honest, I thought the train that we were on now was going to look completely different than the train that we rode a few days ago. But really this room is pretty much exactly the same except for a few differences that I'll show you now. First is this key card. So with this key card, you can lock and unlock the door. All you have to do is touch the card to this hand. Now the door is locked. It shows a little red light. Can't open it. Touch the card again. It turns green. And you can open the door. So like if you're going to the restaurant car or if you're getting off at one of the stops, then you can lock your door and all of your stuff is safe. We didn't have one of these on our last train, or at least they didn't give us a card. Never had any problems, but this is just nice peace of mind. And the second thing is the storage underneath the seats. In our last train, underneath the seat was segmented into 2 different compartments. This one's like a completely closed compartment. You had to lift up the seat and then you couldn't really fit anything big on either side. With these seats, all of the space underneath is just completely clear, so you could even fit like a big rolly bag. For now, we have our backpacks and our carry-on suitcases underneath, so loving all the storage space underneath the seats on this train. Number 3 is not a huge deal, but it's nice. They gave us coffee cups. On the last train, we had to order a cup of coffee and then try to like secretly keep the cup so we could keep using it with our own powdered coffee and tea, but here they just give them to you. So in the last train that we were in, there was only 1 bathroom in the back of the train, and it was kind of small. This one has 2 bathrooms that are bigger, and I'm pretty sure there's 2 up front as well. So that's 4 bathrooms for a train car that only holds 18 people. So that pretty much sums up the main differences, but in case you missed the last video, I'll go ahead and show you the similarities. So just like on the last train, you have some storage underneath the headrest right here, 1 on each side. And then also under the middle, you get the 2 free towels that they give you when you get on the train. And the seat/bed is currently converted into a seat. We never saw the seats on the last one because we just left them as a bed the whole time. But I think pretty soon we'll ask the attendant to come turn these into beds as well. It looks the exact same. There is bedding up behind the sheet, so you have a big, nice, white, fluffy duvet. And then, oh, I broke my back.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. Forgot about the that nice light bulb feature right there.
Oh.
So you get these 2 big, nice, fluffy white pillows. And then you also get one of these brown blankets. Oh, I did forget, there was one other thing that was different, and that's that we only have 1 outlet in this train instead of 2. Which again, not a big deal, except we have like 1 million electronics that we need to charge. Is that it? Did I leave anything out? Oh, so I thought there was going to be one feature here that was going to be like hugely different. It was going to be a game changer. Right out here in the hallway, there's a Wi-Fi router, and I was like, we are going to have Wi-Fi for our 64-hour train ride. And I asked our very nice attendant, and she told me that it's only for the people who work here. So maybe if you bring your cabin attendant like 10 chocolate bars, you can get the Wi-Fi code. But we didn't bring that many. Okay, I think that about wraps it up. Hopefully you have a pretty good feel for the first class cabin on train 002. Kara stayed up till 2 o'clock editing last night, trying to get a video out before we got on the train. So we're gonna take a little nap. I included me in there just for fun, even though I didn't stay up till 2.
Well, it is several hours later. I had a great nap. It's dark outside now. And it's dinner time. So we're having some spicy beef noodles and calling it a day.
No. No. We can scrape it out of the bottom of the bag.
It's gone.
That was really good call.
It was a whole bag.
We'll just get it out of the bag. That is a bummer. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sad at you.
She never gets mad at me. Well, that's not true. But the majority of the time she gets sad at me, which is even worse.
I asked you to get more at the store and you told me this was enough.
It wasn't enough until it all poured out in the bag.